crow. A crow watched an eagle swoop with a majestic air from a cliff upon a flock of sheep, and carry away a lamb in his talons. The whole thing looked so graceful and so easy that the crow at once proceeded to imitate it, and pouncing upon the back of the largest and fattest ram he could see, he tried to make off with it. He found that he could not move the ram, and his claws got so entangled in the animal's fleece that he could not get away himself. He therefore became an easy prey to the shepherd, who, coming up at the time, caught him, cut his wings, and gave him to his children for a plaything. They came crowding about their father, and asked him what strange bird that was. "Why," said he, "he'll tell you himself that he's an eagle. But you take my word for it, I know him to be a crow. 'Tis folly to attempt what you are unable to perform." The Owl and the Nightingale. A formal, solemn owl had for many years made his habitation in a grove amongst the ruins of an old monastery, and had pored so often over some mouldy manuscripts, the stupid relics of a monkish library, that he grew infected with the pride and pedantry of the place. Mistaking gravity for wisdom, he would sit whole days with his eyes half shut, fancying himself profoundly learned. It happened, as he sat one evening, half buried in meditation, and half in sleep, that a nightingale, unluckily perching near him, began her melodious lays. He started from his reverie, and with a horrid screech interrupted her song. "Begone," cried he, "thou impertinent minstrel, nor distract with noisy dissonance my sublime contemplations, and know, vain songster, that harmony consists in truth alone, which is gained by laborious study, and not in languishing notes, fit only to soothe the ear of a lovesick maid." "Conceited pedant," returned the nightingale, "whose wisdom lies only in the feathers that muffle up thy unmeaning face. Music is a natural and rational entertainment, and though not adapted to the ears of an owl, has ever been relished and admired by the best formed minds. It is natural for a pedant to despise those arts that polish our manners, and that would extirpate pedantry." The Spider and the Silkworm. A spider, busied in spreading his web from one side of the room to the other, was asked by an industrious silkworm to what end he spent so much time and labor in making such a number of lines and circles. The spider angrily replied, "Do not disturb me, thou ignorant thing. I transmit my ingenuity to posterity, and fame is the object of my wishes." Just as he had spoken, Susan, the chambermaid, coming into the room to feed her silkworms, saw the spider at his work, and with one stroke of her broom swept him away and destroyed at once his labors and his hopes of fame. He that is employed in works of use generally advantages himself or others, while he who toils for fame alone must expect often to lose his labor,